everyone, it's Tucker from Delta Drive Design, back for another episode of Eviction Day for the Chevy 250. I'm going to start taking this thing out today. Shouldn't be too bad. We got a couple bolts for the engine mounts, pull the radiator. Let's see, I think most of the electrical I've already cut out when we took the cab off. Got to remove the shift linkages, keep those. Remove all this custom stuff they put on here for the clutch, pull off the transmission mounts, and then we'll get the whole thing out, use the two-post lift to lift it out, get it off the chassis, and then we'll cut off the engine mounts and the stuff they kind of hacked on. I did just find we do have a frame crack, so I'll have to address that, and it's right where, you know, I don't like welding frames for exactly this reason. You can see where it had been boxed. I don't know if it was original or not, but it broke right at the heat affected zone at the end of the weld. So something to consider when you're starting to weld frames, that especially frames that are designed to flex, is you're going to create stress concentrations, and they'll end up breaking right there. But I'll get that addressed, grind it out, reinforce it, get that fixed. Different video though, so this one, we'll get back to this one. So yeah, once we get the motor out, yeah, I'm going to sell the 250 or scrap it, depending on if I get any interest for it, or just keep it, who knows. But I will definitely keep the T98, it's not T90, T90, and keep that for, because we got a couple other Jeeps in the family that have the original drivetrain, so we'll keep that for parts for them. And definitely keep this. This has a drive shaft brake. That's what the emergency brake cable went to, and I'd like to try to figure out how to make that fit on the new motor. Maybe a trick, may or may not do that, but I'm definitely going to keep that and play around with that. All right, good deal. Stay tuned. Right, motor evicted. We got it out. It wasn't actually too bad. The hardest part was getting the two drive shafts off. Fought them pretty hard on those. This guy, one of the studs had spun, so I had to cut that off. I assume it's pressed in from the inside of this drum. And then getting the other side off. Here's another reason that reinforces why I didn't want to leave this engine in here. Is, you know, I didn't trust how the previous owner did this. And here's a prime example. This drive shaft was completely compressed. Like, there was no movement in the slip joint right here. And that means what he did is he probably put the new motor in. It was a little bit longer, and he just pushed it back. And so it was completely compressed with no weight on it. Like, there's no cab, no bed. So it means this was the best scenario. So when he had the bed and everyththing on there, that means he was probably ramming that drive shaft into the pinion back here, which probably explains why, and you can't see it, but there's always, every place I park this, there's always a drip at the pinion. So this gives me opportunity to go ahead and fix that. Yeah, got the motor out, got that guy off. Engine mounts, I just popped one bolt right there and they came out, and I'll take all this off and bolt it back onto the motor so I can sit it somewhere. I'm out of height. I'd like to be able to just push the bed back, not the bed, the chassis back under the motor. And I've got all this wood stacked on it, so I either need to move the wood or put it outside, and that way I can cut off these engine mounts. All right, well, thanks for watching. That is one motor evicted. Till next time, see ya. Thanks for watching.